must have hay fever or something. This goes non-stop. Some sweet almond oil, it's almost ready. Hello everybody, little petal flowers, how are we all doing? Nice wee cup of chamomile to calm me down. Oh, that's strong. Oh, that is very, very strong. Maybe not as much the next time. Oh, that's very, very strong. It's like, because that's the first time I've tried it, it's actually like, it smells like pineapple when you're picking them off the plant. Roy doesn't think so, but I can smell it a mile away. But it tastes a wee bit like, see the aftertaste you get when you eat grapefruit? It's that kind of taste. So obviously some of the teas that you make from all of your homegrown flowers and plants, etc., a lot of them don't taste very nice at all, and you've got to add honey or maybe something else. So for night time this would be nice with maybe a wee bit of ginger and some lavender in it, but definitely some honey. But I'll put too much. But I'm thinking that's maybe enough to do maybe three cups of tea. So I think I'll cover that up and reuse that again. That for me anyway, personally, is undrinkable as it is because of the strength. So let's see if I can get that covered. And I'm going to end up having this cold in a little while, just to keep the flies etc out of it. Oh, what a shame, I was looking forward to trying that. Well, I have tried it, but there you go, you live and learn. It's far too strong, guys. Couple of little buds, and here's me thinking that I've not collected an awful lot, where in fact I've possibly collected loads, and I might be making some oil or some balms out of that. I'm not quite sure yet, and I've got some still at the back, and I have still got some growing. They are pretty young plants, ready to be siphoned out on the 26th of this month. Beautiful scented rose petals from Daniel's garden. I've just, when I've been den heading, I've been bringing them up here and putting them in there, and it could get topped up. Oh la la! It could actually get topped up with, I don't know where I get the toffee smell from, because I got it the last time, didn't I? But it smells absolutely gorgeous. You can obviously top this up with some more almond oil, which I'm going to do just now since it's got a few days left to steep. The last almond oil was done and dusted, so I got at quite the regular price sweet almond oil this time, and that will infuse no problem being added in there. And this is going to be for wax melts, maybe some body oil, because the one that I've got just now is absolutely sublime. So wax melts and some oil, and that's Hannibal puffing and panting like an old man behind me, or in front of me should I say. Let's use pics of calendula petals. I have made a full jar of oil which has been siphoned out and ready to go again. These I'm keeping dry, and I've got some behind you in boxes that need the petals picked off. And there's the odd little rose petal been put in there. Dried rose petal has been put in with the calendula. So that's going to, so some of this I'm going to be popping into a wee jar, a wee lid, a wee jam jar or something, and I'm going to use it for cooking as saffron. So I'll let you know how I got on with that, and maybe for colouring some of my rice. So that's to come. I do have a full jar of, excuse me again, a full jar of lavender petals, which is, I'm having a wee look about, the last of the lavender. Now guys, this place has been absolutely burnt to within a crisp. Unbelievable. I've got butternut squash that's grown to that size. No commentating, but I'll cut them open and give them to the chickens. Should have had about 16 or 18 I think pumpkins and squashes. We have 5 or 6 I think. So I'm just going to finish this video off now and take this up. It was just a wee quick what I kind of pot about and do it in the morning, and show you what's coming up, and it'll be a gardening video in the next one guys, probably with the same attire, because we have about 10 minutes of rain to come at lunchtime, and then it's to dry up. So hopefully I shall get this bed done. I shall show you just now, and then until the next time, au revoir, toodle pip, and bye byes, bye byes. Just to finish this off, I don't know if you remember right, this here is where we had our parsnips and spring onions, which up until a couple of days ago, as you see all those brown burny bits, the whole lot was like that. So they've obviously had enough water underneath to kick start again, which is absolutely brilliant. The red onions that I put in there, I don't know if it's because I put them in too small or possibly with the heat. We did get some, and they were very, very nice indeed, but not the size that I wanted. Over here we have some radish. Some's ready for going to bolt, and it looks as if the basil hasn't done too well outside at all this year. Just everything's absolutely rock solid. So I'm going to leave that wee pile just now. There's an odd carrot or two in there. I have been picking the carrots, and all that there is rocket, which is being left to go to seed so that I can pick. But this is the bed that I'm going to be just tickling over, because I do not want to do any more digging. And this is red meat radish. I don't know why they survived or how they survived. Oh, but it looks as if we have a lettuce as well going to seed, so I'll keep an eye on that. Parsnips I thought I'd keeled over. I did try a couple and they were lovely, but obviously I'm going to wait until the winter, until the frost sweetens them a wee bit. But they've started picking up, as you can see at the back guys. That's the way everything in the garden was. I mean look, I know it's time for them to go over, but that's the raspberry bed. Everything absolutely unbelievable. So hopefully in the next video, this one here, I'm going to just tickle it over and get it weeded. Get some brassicas in there and get it covered up. But it all depends if we do get 10 minutes of rain or not. But anyway, that's it as it stands guys. I better go. Au revoir to the pip. Bye byes.